Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.
Hello everyone. So today I am going to start exercise 7.2 from the book of M.L. Agarwal. So here sum number 1. Find the value of x in the following proportions. So here sum number 1, 10 is to 35 and that equal to x is to 42. Now we have to find out the value of x. So in the next line we can write 10 by 35 and that equal to x by 42. Then cross multiply. So x into 35 and that equal to 10 into 42. So finally here x equal to 10 into 42 divided by 35 by 7 6 are 7 5 are, so 5 10 2, so that equal to x equal to 12. So that is the answer. Now in this way you can solve the other problem. So now sum number 2. In sum number 2, find the fourth proportional. Okay, you have to find the fourth proportional. So here sum number 2 1 3 2 15 and last one, suppose the fourth proportional be x. So let the fourth proportional be x. Now according to the formula, as if four number are in proportional, then the multiplication of first and the last number is always equal to the multiplication of second and third number. So here first and last, that means 3 into x and that equal to 12 into 15. Always remember that if four number are in proportional, then first and last, multiplication of first and last is equal to multiplication of second and third. So from that here x equal to 12 into 15 by 3. 3 5s are 15, so 12 50 60. So here x equal to 60. That is the answer. Now you can solve the other problem from sum number 2. Now sum number 3. In sum number 3, find the third proportional. So in sum number 3 1, here 1 0, sorry 5 and 10. Suppose let x be the third proportional. Okay, in the previous problem there are fourth proportional you have to find out. In this problem you have to find out the third proportional. Okay, so if three number are in proportional, then the multiplication of first and last is always equal to the square of the second number. Always remember the formula. If a, b, c are in proportional, then according to the formula ac equal to b square. That is the formula of three proportional number. So here 5 into x equal to 10 square. So from that x equal to 10 square means 100 by 5. So that equal to 20. So here x equal to 20. Now you can solve this other problem. Now the next one, sum number 4. In sum number 4, find the mean proportion of 5 and 80. Okay, that means you have to find out the middle term. Suppose if three number are in proportion, that means if a, b, c are in proportion, then b is the mean proportion. That means b square equal to ac. So you have to find out the term b square. So here 5 and 10 are in proportion. So suppose 5, x and 10. Now according to the problem, x square equal to 5 into 80. So that equal to 400. So x equal to root over 400 and that equal to 20. So now next, sum number 4, 4. In sum number 4, a minus b is the first one. Then suppose mean proportion is x and the last one is a square minus b square. Sorry, last one is a cube. It's not a square, a cube minus a square b. A cube minus a square b is the last term. First term a minus b, then mean proportion x suppose, and last term a cube minus a square b. So here x square equal to a minus b into a cube minus a square b. So here a minus b, and if a square will be common, then it will be also a minus b. So finally a square into a minus b whole square. Now x square equal to a square into a minus b whole square, then x equal to square root of this term. So square root of a square, that equal to a, and square root of a minus b whole square, that equal to a minus b. So that is the final answer. Now next, sum number 5. In sum number 5, if a, 12, 16 and b are in continued proportion, then find the value of A and B. So here these four numbers are in continued proportion. So if this four number in continued proportion, so you can write this number in this way. Here A by 12, that equal to 12 by 16, and that equal to 16 by B. So the last term will be always repeated. So here A by 12, then again 12 here 12 by 16, then again 16 here. So now if we separate this one, so A by 12 equal to 12 by 16, and here 16 by B equal to always again 12 by 16. Okay, so this portion is always equal to this one, and this one also equal to this one. So now if cross multiply, or A equal to 12 into 12 by 16. Okay, so here 4 4s are 16, 4 3s are 12, then 4 3s are 3. So here A equal to 9. Now B, so here B into 12, so 12B equal to 16 into 16, and then B equal to 16 into 16 by 12. So 4 4s are 16, 4 3s are 12, so it's 64 by 3. So 64 by 3 is the value of B. Now next, sum number 6. In sum number 6, what number must be added to each of the numbers 5, 11, 19 and 37? What number must be added to each of the numbers so that they are in proportion? Suppose x must be added to each of the number. So the number will be 5 plus x, 11 plus x, 19 plus x and 37 plus x. So now these four numbers are in proportion. Now as I said before, if these four numbers are in proportion, then the multiplication of first and the last number, that means 5 plus x into 37 plus x, is equal to the multiplication of second and third number. Okay, so now you have to multiply this number and you have to form a quadratic equation. So after multiplication you will get 185 plus 42x plus x square in the left hand side, and here 209 plus 30x plus x square in the right hand side. So finally we will get 42x minus 30x, x square cancel out, and that equal to 209 minus 185. So here 12x equal to 24, and from that x equal to 2. Okay, so here the answer is 2. Now sum number 7. In sum number 7, what number must be subtracted from each of the number? That means there is a similar kind of problem as same as sum number 6, and also sum number 8 are the same kind of problem. So I hope you can solve these problems. Now sum number 9. In sum number 9, if x plus 5 is the mean proportion between x plus 2 and x plus 9. Okay, so x plus 5 is the mean proportion in between x plus 2 and x plus 9. So according to the formula, you can write x plus 5 whole square, that equal to x plus 2 into x plus 9. Okay, so from that you will get x square plus 10x minus x square minus 11x, that equal to 18 minus 25. X square cancel out. So here minus x equal to minus 7, and finally you will got x equal to 7. So that is the answer. Now next one, in sum number 10. In sum number 10, what number must be added to each of the number 16, 26, 40, so that the resulting number may be in continued proportion? So if x will be added to this one, then it will be 16 plus x, 26 plus x and 40 plus x. Now these three numbers are in continued proportion. So you can write these three numbers by in this way. So x 16 plus x by 26 plus x, then repeat this one 26 plus x by 40 plus x. Okay, as continued proportion, so this number will be repeated. Now if you have to cross multiply, so in 16 plus x equal into 40 plus x, and it will be 640 plus 16x plus 40x plus x square. Now cross multiply these two one, so finally 26 plus x whole square, so it will be 676 plus 26x plus 26x and last one x square. So x square cancel out. So here finally you will got 4x equal to 36, and from that x equal to 9. So that means 9 must be added to each of the number. Now sum number 11. In sum number 11, find two numbers such that the mean proportional between them is 28. So 28 here the mean proportional, and the third proportional that equal to 2 to 4. So suppose let two numbers are a and b. Okay, two numbers are a and b. So here if 28 is the mean proportional, then 28 whole square that equal to a into b. So from that a equal to 784 by b. Okay, that is the value of a. Now as 2 to 4 is the third proportional, so you can write this number like in this way: a is to b proportional, b is to 2 to 4. So from that a by b equal to b by 2 to 4. So here b square equal to 2 to 4a. Okay, b square equal to 2 to 4a. Now you know the value of a equal to 784 by b. So you can put down this value here: 2 to 4 into 784 by b. So here b square into b, that will be b cube. So b cube equal to 2 to 4 into 784, and it will be 175616. So b equal to cube root of 175616, and that equal to 56. So here the value of b equal to 56. Now you have to find out the value of a. So just put down this value of b, that means b equal to 56. So a equal to 784 by 56, and it will be 14. So value of a equal to 14, value of b equal to 56. Now sum number 12. In sum number 12, b is the mean proportional of a and c. So if b is the mean proportional, then b square equal to ac. That is the first equation. B is the mean proportion of a and c, so b square equal to ac. Now prove that. You have to prove a square plus b square, and the last one b square plus c square are in proportional. Okay, so if these four numbers are in proportional, that means the multiplication of first and the last, so a into b square plus c square, that equal to the multiplication of second and third, that means c into a square plus b square. Okay, so if these two sides will be equal, then we can prove that these four numbers are in proportional. Suppose this is the first side and this is the second side. So in the first side, ab square plus ac square. Okay, and the second side, a square c plus b square c. Okay, now you know the value of b square equal to ac. So just put down the value. So a into ac, and here ac square. Here also a square c and b square equal to ac, so ac into c. So here a square c plus ac square, and here a square c plus ac square. So these two sides are equal, that means these four numbers are in proportional. Now sum number 14, similar kind of problem. If y is the mean proportional between x and z, then y square equal to xz, and you have to prove that xyz into x plus y plus z whole cube, that equal to xy plus yz plus zx whole cube. Okay, so you have to prove this one to this one. So suppose left hand side equal to this one. So if xyz equal to x plus y plus z whole cube, then here xz equal to y square. Okay, so just put down y, and instead of xz just write down y square. So here x plus y plus z whole cube. So here x y into y square, that becomes y cube. So x plus y plus z whole cube. Okay, so if here y cube and here x plus y plus z cube, so just write down in this way: y into x plus z, then second bracket whole cube. So that will be xy plus y square plus yz whole cube. Now here xy plus y square, now instead of y square just write down xz, as the value of y square equal to xz. So here xy plus xz plus yz whole cube, so that equal to right hand side. So it's proved. Sum number 16. In sum number 16, x by a equal to y by b equal to z by c. Then you have to prove that the first one, here the first one, x cube by a square plus y cube by b square plus z cube by c square, and that equal to x plus y plus z whole cube by a plus b plus c whole square. Now as here x by a plus y by b plus z by c equal to k, let so x equal to ak, then y equal to bk, and then z equal to ck. Okay, here k is a non-zero constant. Now from the left hand side, so write down the left hand side, x cube by a square. Now x cube means aq kq, so write down here aq kq by a square. Then second one y cube means bq kq, so bq kq by b square, and z cube means c cube kq by c square. Okay, so here a square, so it will be a, b square cancel, it will be b, and c square cancel, it will be c. So finally a k cube plus b k cube plus c k cube. So if k cube will be common, then it will be a plus b plus c. Now the right hand side. The right hand side here, x plus y plus z by a plus b plus c whole square. So x plus y plus z. Now x means ak, y means bk, and z means ck. So whole cube. Now in the denominator, a plus b plus c whole square. Okay. So in the upper part, if k will be common, so write out k cube as their whole cube. So in the bracket, a plus b plus c whole cube divided by a plus b plus c whole square. So it will be cancelled with this one. So only a plus b plus c as remaining. So in the left hand side, this one, right hand side, this one. That means left hand side equal to right hand side. It's proved. Now 16.3. So here ax minus by by a plus b x minus y plus by minus cz by b plus c into y minus z. The last one, c plus z minus ax by c plus a into z minus x, and that equal to 3. You have to prove that. Okay, that equal to 3, you have to prove that. So as you know, x equal to ak, y equal to bk, and z equal to ck. So just put down this value. A into x, that means a square k, b into y, that means b square k. Now divided by a plus b and x minus y. So x minus y means ak minus bk. So that write down here x minus y, that means ak minus bk. Now similarly the other here, by means b square k minus c square k, and in here b plus c. Now y minus z means bk minus ck. Then next one, cz means c square k, ax means a square k, here c plus a, and z minus kx means ck minus ak. Okay, so from the upper part, if k will be common, then it will be a square minus b square. So formula will be a plus b into a minus b. In the denominator, a plus b, and here ak minus bk. So if k will be common, it will be a minus b. The next one, if k will be common, it will be b square minus c square. So that means b plus c, b minus c. In the denominator, b plus c, if k will be common, then it will be b minus c here also. The last part, here if k will be common, then c square minus a square. So that means c plus a into c minus a. Now in the denominator, c plus a, if k will be common, then c minus a. Okay, so a plus b, a minus b cancel out, k cancel out. Similar things here happen here. So k cancel out, c plus a, c plus a, c minus a, c minus a. So finally here from the first part it's 1, then plus second part also 1, third part also 1. So that will be 3, and that equal to right hand side. So it's proved.